Hey, what's up, guys? Wyatt Hurts back with a little more Homefront from the OnLive game service. This time we're going back to Green Zone, playing some straight team deathmatch. No battle commander this time, no ammo resupplies, no health boosts, no perks along the way as you're up in your threat level, and no threat levels, period. And, the numbers will reflect... the numbers at the end will reflect the fact that it is just straight TDM. Obviously, you can go on those longer kill streaks and get fewer deaths when you're upping your threat level along the way and getting the bonuses that come along with it. So, looking at the gun I'm carrying, it is the XM10 rifle. This is an attempt, I don't know what to call the kit, but it is an attempt just to mix it up, showcase the different weapons. Really not a favorite gun of mine, but honestly, I've been using, and I was sucking with it when I first pulled it out again and dusted it off. But the more I've been using it, the more comfortable it's feeling in my hand. Like anything in life, the more you do it, the better you get at it. So I'm really starting to enjoy it. It really is an all well-rounded, all-around, what the hell is that I'm trying to say? Well-rounded, kind of all-range, all-purpose weapon. All-purpose. That is the word. That's the word of the day, kids. Purpose. So it is a well-rounded, all-purpose rifle here. It's strongest at mid-range, obviously, because of the rate of fire on the thing, the moderate damage. But you know what? The more I'm firing at long-range targets, just trying to burst them out really lightly, it'll pop out about 2 or 3 bullets. Getting one out at a time is pretty hard with this gun because of the rate of fire, but bursting out 2 or 3 bullets will stay extremely accurate at those longer distances, so you can get those headshots pretty easily. So I do have steady aim on the gun, just because I do prefer to aim down sights with my rifles. And I do have tactical reload just to get those clips in a little faster during those heated battles, because like I said, the clips do, deplete pretty quickly. The steady aim's in there for this kind of wicked recoil it has. It has a tendency to just kind of buzz straight up, but if you like to aim just at a guy's crotch most of the time, you will probably zipper him most of the time, from pelvis to the chin, and just kill most guys that way. So I've had to abandon the weapon. I do have a revised kit later on in a later video coming out, where I do have ammo resupply in there. Obviously, with this gun, and especially on just straight team deathmatch, you should have grave robber in your infantry abilities or ammo resupply in your purchase slots. I am carrying the RPG, as you can see, because I do have EMP grenades, and I wanted a cheap way to kind of finish off that vehicle once he was EMP'd. And I'm also carrying, as you saw earlier, the cluster bomb. But so rounding out my infantry abilities is penny pincher, so that I'm not having to spend that 1,600. It does get out of hand after. It just seems a little expensive, So that's cut down to about, I think it's 1,300 BP. It's just so I can maybe pop a couple of them off this round. So I do have the holoscope out. Now, that's another thing I rarely use. I prefer either iron sights, red dot sight, or ACOG scope, but I'm really starting to find a little bit of love for this holoscope as well. And as you can see, that's just that was mid-range, just breaking the long range a little bit, and I was able to track him pretty easily with that gun, despite the recoil, the rate of fire, and he was jumping and moving across the screen, which makes it more difficult to keep your crosshairs on him, but it worked pretty well. So at close range even, without straight from the hip, it is pretty stable. I thought it would be a little wilder, but it's not. So really, all around, well-purposed, no, let's get it right, Wyatt, what is it, well-rounded, all-purpose gun. That's what I'm looking to say. Okay, so let's get into the action here. Enough of my jibber-jabbering about my kit. Coming up, I do come up on this rock. This is a great little location. Ideally, you want to get over a little bit further, and I do try to get over into this little crevice here. It gives you proper height over the rock and great concealment, but I do mess up the jump. I was trying to get in there quickly because of the armor rolling around the corner. Oh, and making a pot of tea on Petraeus' face after I put him down with the hip fire. I do circle up on this rock, take out mask off. But Petraeus, infuriated by what had just gone down, does come in here, catches me off guard. I'm just spraying, knifing, and he does just step back a few steps and puts me down. The great teabag. Anyway, back we go here. Now, as you're seeing, I do have that kind of ugly... I find it ugly anyway, that kind of urban camo they have in this game on the gun. But, for this gun, it really does look pretty good. Most of the blue comes through. It looks kind of gray-blue, and I like it, It's spazzy. Again, wrong word. Spiffy. Spiffy looking. Spiffy looking. What are we, in the 60s here? Anyway, moving on. Wyatt. your commentaries are really going downhill. You had a couple great ones, people loved, but you're sucking this one up pretty bad. Anyway, moving back in. I hate this area on this map. I never feel safe no matter where I am here. There are just so many lines of sight, so many traffic lanes, so many spots guys could be shooting at you from in this whole central location. You know, the cage, the supply depot, and those you know, the routes around them. So anyway, I come back here, get a little revenge on Petraeus, a little, you know, a little more give and take between the two of us, and I do take Mast off it again. These two seem to be bosom buddies. Where there's one, there is the other. Now I cannot get this guy. You know, he is using that extended tree cover to his advantage there. And as I come up here, I should have reloaded first. I pushed the charge a little prematurely. That's what she said. And then and then I do get put down for my trouble with that LMG. So I'm kind of tempted to grab the heavy armor, the tank there, but I just come right back in with the gun. Because I think I realized I do have the cluster bomb. Start taking some fire right in the back right away. Get the grenade over the green zone wall. The great green zone wall. I get the grenade over it this time. But as I heard the air assault coming in, and Mastov does hit me with that hellfire just as I'm trying to get inside. But revenge will be mine. I do have a cluster bomb that will be coming soon. Here it is. Time to make up for my big mess earlier. The wasted 1300 BP. I will get a quad out of this. Count them as you see them. Count them out. Here we go. Come on, I had to wait for those the buildings, the plane to circle around the buildings. And there's one, there's two, there's three, and there's four before it's all said and done and the smoke clears.
Keep it up, Marines. We've got this.
So here I am, foolishly, you know, never shoot at a drone with this gun. Just you will waste your ammo really fast. The rate of fire is too high to really, you know, put every bullet into it. So you'll be wasting ammo with it. You know, just let the drone go. Let somebody else go with it. Maybe put a couple bullets into it, but certainly don't go 2 clips deep into the drone with it. And then right there, as I come back on that guy, God said, "Let there be light," and it did blind Wyatt Hertz in the process. So here I am, just kind of. I bunkered down between that wall. I was watching my radar. Whenever you get blinded on the game, go straight to your radar. It's a mistake in the development of the game. There should have been a blinding effect over the radar as well. But you can kind of, if you know the maps, you know how to kind of set up in there when you are blind. And then Petraeus comes in, gets the jump on me one more time, and finally finishes me off. Gets his little revenge. So it was give and take between Petraeus and I quite a bit through this match. And some reason I did come in the Humvee. I had seen the score. I knew I had to get back into the battle fast, so I just came in. I was doing kind of my standard drive and then hop into the turret on, you know, higher traffic lanes and pop in the missile defenses just before I did it as well. So there you go. You heard me pop them one more time. Always do that when you're shifting from first seat to the turret seat. I do get a little roadkill here. Not the greatest roadkill. Could have been a little more exciting. I would have liked to see him pop up on the hood, but it was just kind of like a slow little, just a little drive up on him. Now right there, I see all the red. I start putting fire up it, and then I'm like, oh shit, that's a tank back there. So I hop out of the Humvee and go to the RPG here, and I am moving up, stalking my prey. Gonna do a little damage on him, but the round ends. So 10,000 to 8,300. Now, a pretty close game as far as some of them go. And let's see the final count here. 23 and 6. So yeah, the numbers do reflect the TDM a little bit. Still not bad though. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, a comment, or subscribe. And until next time, remember, line. What is it? Remember why it hurts. Later, guys.